The Biden administration announced more than 500 sanctions on Russia and its military industry last Friday. It's the largest round since Russia invaded Ukraine now over 2 years ago. This is an effort to increase pressure on Russian President Vladimir Putin over both the invasion and, of course, the sudden death of Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny. Talking Points analyst Alex Burstein joins us to really get at what all these sanctions mean. Alex, good evening.
That's right, Chile. These sanctions from the U.S. hit on everything from military operations to the finance sector in Russia. But like many previous sanctions the U.S. has done during this war, its impact may not be felt too strongly. These came in the same week as the death of Russian opposition figure Alexei Navalny. U.S. President Joe Biden has said that Russian leader Vladimir Putin is, quote, responsible for Navalny's death. In response, Biden announced that over 500 new Russian sanctions will be put in place. He blamed both the war overall and, more specifically, Navalny's death as reasons for the measure.
He is responsible for Alexei's death. Yesterday, I met with Alexei's wife and daughter in California, where his daughter attends college. Alexei was an incredibly courageous man. His family is courageous as well. I assured them his legacy will continue to live around the world, and we in the United States are going to continue to ensure that Putin pays the price for his aggression abroad and repression at home.
Target organizations include major defense companies in Russia, but also Russian finance organizations such as on the national payment card system. Additional targets include Russian officials that the U.S. believed were in part responsible for Navalny's death. This follows a line of sanctions that the U.S. has put on Russia during this war. The Associated Press reports that over 4,000 Russian citizens and entities have now been sanctioned. The EU and Britain also announced new sanctions this week, but these measures have had limited results throughout the war. Early on, the Russian public worried of economic downfall, and while there has been impact, the economy has been less affected than initially thought. Record trade between China and Russia has helped ease this. Wally Adeyemo, the U.S. Deputy Secretary of the Treasury, said Thursday that sanctions can, quote, only slow down Russia. That's why Biden also urged Congress to pass the bipartisan security package that would send $60 billion to Ukraine. He called out Speaker of the House Mike Johnson, who was in Syracuse last week, for allowing a 3-week recess for the House before this package had the chance to be passed. It has already gone through the Senate successfully. Back to you guys.
All right, Alex, thank you so much. Coming up.